Hey YouTube, hey subscribers, thanks for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to discuss how narcissists seem to miss the added layers of life. I'm going to illustrate this using a very simple example. Before we get into that, I want to address something I'm sure will come up after people watch the video. People will watch and say, PTE, you are describing autism. I am here to assure you I am not. Many times over the lifetime of this channel, viewers have stated that what I call narcissism is truly autism, and I should feel really bad for painting autistic people in this way. My response is, and always has been, that it is they who are painting autistic people in a really bad way because they are basically saying that autistic people are also evil. In my research on autism and experience with those who have it, I've never found them to be evil or calculating like narcissists are. That's not to say they can't be, it just doesn't seem to be characteristic of them. They've never seemed interested in a long-term campaign of harassment or casual killing of someone or extraction of supply. They were simply people born with a condition known as autism that affected how they viewed and interacted with the world. I looked up a list of autism symptoms and here's what I found. Signs of autism in adults. Finding it hard to understand what others are thinking or feeling. Getting very anxious about social situations. Finding it hard to make friends or preferring to be on your own. Seeming blunt, rude, or not interested in others without meaning to. Finding it hard to say how you feel. Taking things very literally. Having the same routine every day and getting very anxious if it changes. Not understanding social rules such as not talking over people. Avoiding eye contact, getting too close to other people or getting upset if someone touches or gets too close to you, noticing small details, patterns, smells, and sounds others do not, having a very keen interest in certain subjects or activities, liking to plan things carefully before doing them. While this is very similar to narcissists, nowhere do I see the intent component, which is so prevalent in narcissists and wicked people in general. That said, I can see how the two get confused and intermingled, but you would then have to explain why you are saying autistic people cause so much damage and disruption in the lives of others. That was a very long disclaimer to allow me to present the primary content. Narcissists seem to be missing the added layers of life. Let me get into this with an example we should all be familiar with. When you're scrolling your YouTube feed, you have the option to mark a video as not interested. YouTube gives you an opportunity to provide feedback on why not, but they only offer you two options. I've already seen the video and I don't like the video. If you were a visitor from another galaxy and knew very little about humans, seeing this you might assume these are the only two possible reasons someone wouldn't be interested in a video on planet Earth. And this, friends, is how narcissists live their entire lives. They cannot imagine there might be other reasons for someone's thoughts, opinions, or behaviors. To complicate matters, they base future actions and decisions on this very limited understanding. Okay, she either already saw the video or just doesn't like it. So let me find one she hasn't seen yet or find one she likes. And that is the simple equation they run and launch off of. Why is this a problem? Well, on an individual scale, it's a problem because this person's response to life will be very limited. They don't think there's any other information to know or obtain. As such, they will not explore further and live in very small, captive bubbles in their own mind, totally and completely limited by their ill-informed conclusions. On a wider or global scale, decisions will be made that ultimately fail or cause harm because they are based on incomplete data. Let's return to the example. What are some other reasons a person might not be interested in a video? I don't like the thumbnail. I'm tired of this topic. I unsubscribe from this channel. This video is recommended too much. This video is already in a playlist. I don't like the creator of the video. I am the creator of the video. I'm sure you guys could think of even more reasons. Imagine how much better your YouTube experience would be if the algorithm responded to answers like the ones above. These are what I would consider the real answers to the question, why are you not interested in the video? To be clear, this video is not about YouTube or the algorithm. This is just a very simple example to illustrate how narcissists don't seem to be able to see the other layers. More than ability though, when it comes to to narcissists, we are dealing with will also. And I truly believe this is what separates them from autistic people. When you attempt to show or illustrate the upper layers to a narcissist, they actively block it out or try and avoid seeing what you are trying to show them. They purposely and aggressively block those upper layers and nuances. They intentionally limit their knowledge so they can subsequently limit their responses. There's a level of intentionality to it. They refuse learning and refuse the input that could change their lives and the lives of those around them. The end result of all of this is a life lived at only about 20% capacity. While it's fair to say that most of us won't have an opportunity to live at 100%, we strive for and typically achieve somewhere around 75 to 90% capacity for our lives. We welcome and receive new knowledge. We make changes and adjustments as needed, and we grow from it. When someone introduces a new layer, we don't automatically reject it, but we consider it, ponder it, meditate on it, then decide whether or not to incorporate it. Simply having an awareness of it helps, whether or not we decide to act on the knowledge of the new layer. As such, we become better decision makers over time, we rarely repeat mistakes, and we're able to improve our lives to as close to 100% as possible. Narcissists, on the other hand, hover around 20% their entire lives and desire to have you hover there with them as well. As you interact with the narcissist in your life, challenge yourself to try and see what layers they are missing on any particular subject. What nuances are they ignoring? What step in their thinking is missing? Good luck getting through, but if you start by analyzing the missing layers, you will have greater success. I hope this helps. Take care, and as always, I grant you the permission to exist. Bye-bye.